Any breakdowns or anything?
No.
Any late buses?
Just had a fare box issue. That was
Fare
it.
box
But
issue.
everything else has been on time.
Typical day starts from 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then it can run anywhere till about maybe 5:30 or even 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's very busy, very hectic. You walked in and saw it this morning, but very rewarding. I have a very good group of people here. All three divisions work very closely together. What do you think, Meg? There's administration, there's fleet maintenance, which fixes the bus, and there's bus operations, which provides the daily service out on the streets. I oversee basically the financial side of the house, anything legislative, anything legal, civil rights, things of that matter. This is where the magic starts, when we give them a concept or a design or an idea for a route or a service. They'll come up with ideas and suggestions as well as cost estimations. They'll let us know what is and what is not feasible, and then we'll talk as a team. All the divisions will get together and we'll plan it out. When it started in 1940, it was 3 buses and 1 route. Today it's 11 routes, which includes 1 rapid and 1 express line. When I started back in the mid, 2004, 2005, we were predominantly an all-diesel fleet, and our director, Kim Turner, had a vision of changing that to an alternative fuel fleet. So we set about planning out how we could replace all 63 buses, all diesel buses, with alternative fuel buses by a decade's time. We're one of the few in Southern California that have that. We have 10 gasoline electric hybrids and 53 CNGs. So we're very proud of that. It's always nice to see our buses out in the streets, and it makes me proud to know that that's a team member of ours, and more often than not, I know who the driver is. I work with the city clerk's office all the time. Finance is always there to back us in terms of financial information and money. The legal department is there. City attorney's office is there for legal matters. We work all the time with the city manager's office. So transit is part of the city as a whole, one of the many departments that function, and without the other departments we wouldn't be able to operate. We have a really tight-knit team here. It's a very close-knit family. I really enjoy the interactions that we have, undertaking projects together. The modernization project, as an example, couldn't have been done by one individual. It took a vision, it took a team getting together, collaboration on that, and just a lot of long hours, a lot of writing, a lot of research. We're just under 4 million riders per year, and steadily increasing at the moment. Right now the region's experiencing a slight decline because of various reasons, but for us, we've been very fortunate. We have been noticing a small percentage increase, and we hope with the introduction of new things like the app, new amenities out there on the streets, will help to increase the ridership for us. We used to get inundated with complaint calls, and it shows every single bus line that we operate, as well as those by Metro and Beach Cities and G-Trans. By clicking on it, it'll find your location. It'll then tell you the different types of bus lines and operations are in service, as well as say like an Uber or a Lyft if you need to find it. But right now it's telling us that right here out front, our line 6, which runs to Torrance Transit Station, is due in 24 minutes. So that way a patron doesn't have to stand around at the stop waiting for the bus. They'll know exactly when it'll get there. Patrons really like the design of the bus, the feel of it, and we've gotten complimented for how open and welcoming it feels. The vehicles will also come in from routine maintenance, so a lot of the buses in here are just due for basic things like oil changes, brake changes, and things like that, so it extends their useful operating life. On average, our buses run to about 800,000 miles before we retire them. We actually have a bus back there that's got 2 million plus miles on it because we maintained it so well. It tells you their destination, their operating hours, and also it has the information for the app itself here, as well as general information that people can call on. And for those who don't have a smartphone, they can actually text information based upon the stop number. So if they text this information here along with the stop number, it'll actually give them real-time text information as well. It's a 5-acre facility, and it's the future home of the Green Line light rail extension, as well as the Crenshaw line. We're building it right now in anticipation of growth in the region. When I go to downtown Los Angeles, and I see a bus there, and I see people climbing on board, I'm very grateful that they chose Torrance Transit over other transit operators.